So our sixth and last unit for this course, operations research, is project management, or you can call it as a network analysis, because the major thrust will be on the network or network analysis rather than the project management. Project management is itself a vast topic. So let's start with the project management. What means by project management and project? So project, the first term, which is called as a project. A project is kind of interrelated activities which needs to be completed in certain period of time. Generally, these projects, whenever we say project, it's not a 1 day or 2D project, because our context, we are learning this topic as a mechanical engineer. So whenever we see a project, that means it will have certain time frame or duration. Probably we will call project a project when the duration is around 6 months, 2 years, 3 years. We will not call project to a 1 day or 2 day activity. This project, whenever we say project, it will have set of activities, number of activities. Okay, that has to be completed within the stipulated time. And obviously, this set of activities will be interrelated, or it will have some kind of a dependency on each other. That means we have to first complete this task, then and then we can start the next task. So like this. So this is your overall project. The project has basically three major tasks or three major phases. The first phase is called as a project planning, second phase project scheduling, and third phase is project controlling. So what is meant by project planning? In the project planning phase, we identify set of activities that to complete this project, these are the set of activities that need to be completed. Then we will prepare the activity plan with considering the resources those are available. So basically, the project planning stage has two aspects. The first one is the identification of the activities and accordingly plan, and then estimating or calculating required resources. So resources are like man, machine, and money, material, time and space required. All these are the resources. Okay. The second phase is called as a project scheduling. In the project scheduling, we are going to prepare a timetable. That's it. Okay. So we will study the activity with our past experience or with the probability. We will prepare कि भाई इसको इतना time लगेगा for this activity. Approximately this time will be required, and also these are the resources, or these are the amount of resources required for that particular activity to be completed. So it will be a schedule, a timetable. Okay, so in that timetable we will look for starting and finishing of each activity. What will be the latest or earliest start time or finish time? Then identifying the critical activities which require special attention. Then allocation of the resources, calculating slacks and floats for the non-critical activity, so that whenever you have a large slacks available, so we will divert the resources from that activity, because that activity is no non-critical, because it has a large amount of slack. So उस उधर से हम resources जो activity critical है उसको दे देंगे. Then in that same project, while we prepare a project scheduling, there is a concept called as a crashing. So if we would like to reduce the time frame or duration of the project, we will do the crash analysis. Okay. And third step is third phase is project controlling. This project controlling is during the actual execution of the program. In the when we actually start the project, we need to monitor and control the activities as per the schedule. So जितना जो हमने plan किया है या फिर schedule किया है, planning and scheduling is the what we can say is the starting activities. theoretical activities. Project controlling is the real time activity. So whatever we have planned and schedule, so जो भी आपने plan या schedule किया है, we need to stick with that, and in project controlling stage we need to follow those plans and schedule. Okay, so this is a real time activity. Then we will look for the project management techniques. Basically, there are two types of project management techniques. In the first category, we study, we prepare the project activities technique by using some charts like bar chart, milestone chart, velocity diagram. Okay, that part is different. We will not go into the details of that. Our topic, the real focus will be on the second technique to do a project management, that is a network analysis. Okay, so in a network analysis, we symbolically represent the activities and event which consist of your project. Then further we analyze the project using two techniques. The first one is program evaluation and review technique, popularly known as a PERT, and the second technique is critical path method, and also popularly known as CPM. So this topic, network analysis, whenever you see a network analysis, most of the time you will heard the names PERT and CPM. Even in some books or in some universities, the chapter name itself is a PERT slash CPM or PERT and CPM. Okay, so that these two methods are very popularly used. Also, in gate exam there will be a question on either, most of the time on critical path method, rarely it will be on PERT. Okay, then in the exams of higher UPSC, MPSC, in that also there are some questions on network analysis. Okay, so that's why we have included this chapter. It's kind of a lengthy chapter. Also the solution or solving the numericals of network analysis is little bit time consuming. Now coming back to the topic, network analysis, and there are two techniques, PERT and CPM. So when to use what kind of technique? Basically both techniques are driven by your network diagram. Okay, so in latter stage we will learn about network diagram. So both method required the network diagram as an input, and after that they work with their own procedure. The first, the PERT one, the PERT technique is used when we have a probabilistic model, and CPM when we have a deterministic model. Okay, so this become very technical for the layman's understand कि भाई कब PERT यूज करना है, कब क्रिटिकल पाथ मेथड और CPM यूज करना है. ठीक है, whenever your project is very new, आपको ज्यादा कुछ आइडिया नहीं है कि भाई ये एक्टिविटीज कितना टाइम लगेगा, क्या होगा, क्या हो सकता है, बिकॉज दिस प्रोजेक्ट इज वेरी न्यू फॉर यू और न्यू फॉर द फर्म. फर्स्ट टाइम वी आर डूइंग दिस प्रोजेक्ट. जनरली रिसर्च प्रोजेक्ट जो रहते, ठीक है, in that research project we don't have definite things, or we don't have that kind of past experience to know each and every activities and amount of resources required and amount of time required to complete or to finish up that activity. Okay, so in that case, as we don't have the exact data, right, so we prepare a probability कि भाई most likely the duration of this activity will be 10 days or 5 days etc. So जब आपको definite पता नहीं है, you take a help of probabilistic model. तब आप PERT यूज करते हो जब आपके पास, या फिर आपका प्रोजेक्ट नया है, न्यू प्रोजेक्ट है, रिसर्च प्रोजेक्ट है, आपके पास पास्ट एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है, एग्जैक्टली अमाउंट ऑफ टाइम ड्यूरेशन आपको पता नहीं, you should go for PERT for analyzing your project. CPM, if the project is very repetitive, each time you do the same thing. For example, एक फर्म है जो बॉयलर्स इंस्टॉलेशन करती है, तो उनके पास हमेशा वही जॉब रहता है, जाओ एक नई सॉरी नए लोकेशन पे जाओ, वहां पे नए लोकेशन पे जाके प्रिपेयर सम फंड फाउंडेशन, देन लोड the boiler mountings lagao. So these are the even though this project is lengthy, 2 years, 3 years it will take, but already that firm known it knows all the activity. Okay, so this example is from Thyssen Group. Thyssen Group company is popularly their main job, most of the time they work on the erection of these kind of boilers and containers, heat exchangers, uh, then industrial lifts. So उनके पास बहुत experience है for these kind of project. Okay, so when they analyze the network or project, they should use critical path method. So CPM कब use करते हैं? जब आपके पास already project का सब data आपके पास available है, you have the experience regarding that kind of project already. Many a time you have completed these kind of project, all you know exactly the activities along with the duration it requires to finish. Okay, so critical path method, experience and deterministic model, PERT, new project and probabilistic model. Okay, I hope it is clear to you. And in your second year course you have already studied the critical path method, CPM all आप आपने already देखा था. Now let's move on to the network diagram. I know this part is already covered, but थोड़ा brush up कर लेते. In the network diagram, what are the basic things we should be aware about? So many times you have seen this kind of network diagram, right? So basically the network diagram is prepared by two things. One is activity and one is event. Okay, so sorry, activity, uh, activity, it is a even operation which requires some kind of resources. It has the beginning and end. We call it as a activity, जहां पे आप ऑपरेशन कर रहे हो, कुछ परफॉर्म कर रहे हो. Event, event is a kind of a point in time which signifies either the beginning of the operation or activity, or it will represent a end of the activity. ठीक है, generally the activity is represented by a line and arrow. ठीक है, event is represented by node or circle. ठीक है, activity is denoted by alphabet, event is denoted by number. And when we go for the advanced network you might see कि भाई event के लिए कुछ नंबर वंबर दिया ही नहीं उन्होंने. ठीक है, so these are the two important things involved in your network diagram. Your complete network diagram will be prepared by activities and event. Okay, so again, activities should be shown by a line and arrow, event shown by node or circle. ठीक है. Now coming back to the activity part, there are four types of activities. The one is predecessor. One activity is called as a predecessor activity, मतलब जो पहले होगा. Successor activity, that means second wala. So if you look at this diagram, for C activity, A is the predecessor, which means ये बहुत ही important है to understand predecessor and successor. To build a network diagram, generally you will have a predecessor and successor given to you. So based on that, you need to prepare the network diagram. So understand this concept clearly. for C to start, A should be finished. This is mandatory. For example, अगर आपको चाय बनाना है, ठीक है, सो सबसे पहले आपको गैस को लाइट करना पड़ेगा, पतीला रखना पड़ेगा, देन यू नीड टू पोर द वाटर, देन द मसालास, टी एटसेट्रा, ठीक है। इमेजिन यू नीड टू, यू हैव वन एक्टिविटी जहां पे आपको क्या करना है, शुगर और चाय पत्ती डालनी है, ठीक है। सो दैट इज योर एक्टिविटी नंबर सी, और नेम द एक्टिविटी एज सी, राइट। सो टू स्टार्ट दिस एक्टिविटी, दैट मीन्स शुगर और पत्ती, चाय पत्ती डालना है, उससे पहले पतीला और वाटर पोर करना इंपॉर्टेंट है। वो खत्म होने के बाद ही आप ये वाला टास्क कर सकते हो। So similar kind of situation occurs in the industry. So before putting up the pillars, you need a foundation, right? So A represent predecessor activity. Preparing a foundation is a predecessor for a successor. Which successor? Erecting a column or pillar, ठीक है। So understand the difference, successor activity and predecessor activity. And there are some concurrent activities too. Concurrent activities मतलब एक साथ दोनों एक्टिविटी चल रहे, ठीक है। So in this diagram, look for A and B. A and B are not dependent activity. दोनों एक दूसरे के पास, एक दूसरे के साथ डिपेंडेंट नहीं है. Both can be done simultaneously. Okay, so we call it as a concurrent activity. Then one more type of activity you will see in the network analysis, that is a dummy activity. So many a time to represent proper successor activity or predecessor activity, we need to take the help of dummy activity. Dummy activity is represented by a dashed line. Okay, so whenever you see this kind of dashed line, this is a dummy activity. What is the characteristics of characteristic of dummy activity? It will not have any time, because it's a dummy activity. It will not take time to complete that activity. 0 hours or 0 days it will require. Now, why to use dummy activity? So to avoid any kind of confusion in the network diagram, we need to take a help of dummy activity. To follow the Fulcrum's rule or to follow the rules given for network diagram, we need to take a help of dummy activity. जैसे for example, you need to perform a F activity. ठीक है, F नाम का कुछ तो भी activity करना है आपको. The requirement of this F activity is that your C, E and D should be complete. It should be finished. ठीक है, but this D is independent of E and C. ये अलग बंदा है, ये एक्टिविटी अलग ही चल रहा है, ठीक है, उसका कुछ रिलेशन नहीं है C और E के साथ, ठीक है। सो दैट्स व्हाई इन द नेटवर्क डायग्राम द D इज रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय दिस, उसका एंड वगैरह वो अलग ही है, ठीक है। इफ वी डोंट यूज ए डमी एक्टिविटी हियर, इफ यू लुक एट दिस नेटवर्क डायग्राम, वन थिंग यू विल ऑब्जर्व कि यहाँ पे दो एंड पॉइंट है, ठीक है। We should not have two end point in one network diagram. It should be having only one start point and one end point. Second thing, if F has to be finished, F should be start when C, E and D, these three activities completed, तभी F start कर सकते हो. So if I don't show this dummy activity, it is not defined कि भाई F start होने के लिए, अब देखो अगर मैं define नहीं कर रहा तो F is starting with the end of C and E only, not anything related to D, ठीक है. So to have that constraint, to obey the constraint of predecessor, हमें इसको क्या करना पड़ेगा, डमी एक्टिविटी से कनेक्ट करना पड़ेगा. ओके, Again, after some time, you will get more feel of dummy activity, when to use dummy activity. Now talk about event. In the event also there are three types. You have merge event. So if more than one event is ending at the, sorry, more than one activity is ending at one single node, we call it as a merge event. जहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, this is your time frame. ठीक है. If number of activities are ending at the same event, same time, we call it as a merge event, जहाँ पे merging हो रहा है. Second type is burst event. मतलब एक मोमेंट पे क्या हो रहा है, मोर देन वन एक्टिविटीज आर स्टार्टिंग, यहां से स्टार्ट हो रहा है, वी कॉल इट एज ए बर्स्ट इवेंट. एक टाइम पे तीन चार एक्टिविटी स्टार्ट हो रहा है. सो व्हेन एज ए मैनेजर, प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर, ये आपको पता होना चाहिए कि बर्स्ट इवेंट कौन सा है, मर्ज इवेंट कौन सा है. बर्स्ट इवेंट मतलब यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, मोर देन 2-3 एक्टिविटी स्टार्ट हो रही है, सो दैट इज वन ऑफ द इम्पोर्टेंट टाइम इन योर प्रोजेक्ट. मर्ज इवेंट जहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, बहुत सारे एक्टिविटीज एंड हो रही है, सो दैट मीन्स इफ लॉट मेनी एक्टिविटीज आर एंडिंग एट दैट पर्टिकुलर टाइम, उसका मीनिंग है बहुत सारे रिसोर्सेस, मैन पावर वगैरह विल बी फ्री एट दैट टाइम. ठीक है, सो दैट यू कैन टेक आउट सम ऑफ द resources and divert it for remaining part. uh, okay, yes, Hemkan, this is also, we can call it as a burst event. If more than one activity is starting, we call it as a burst event. Correct. Then the third type of event you will see is merge and burst. मतलब एक आपके प्रोजेक्ट ड्यूरेशन में एक टाइम होगा, वन डे, एट दैट टाइम बहुत सारे एक्टिविटी एंड हो रही है, एंड आफ्टर दैट बहुत सारे एक्टिविटी स्टार्ट भी हो रहा है. Okay, this is again one of the, now why these are related. So when a project manager sees a network diagram, for him the events like merge event, burst event, merge and burst event, these are event he will have kind of a note for this कि भाई ये जो टाइम में वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होगा. ठीक है, so that's why they are written separately, merge, burst, merge and burst event. Okay, then in the network diagram you will find two concepts called as a path and a network. Okay, so path means what? This is the start point of your project and this is the end event of your project. Okay, so you can go from start to finish in this path by traveling A, uske baad C, uske baad E. So this represent one path from start to finish. Second path B, E, F. Okay, so these are called as a path. You are starting your project and this is the end of the project. To analyze start to end, you can go in multiple ways. These ways are nothing but path. And network as simple, all the activity combined in the for complete project is called as a network. It's a combination of all the activities, all, remember, all the activities and all the event in the project create a network. Path, it focuses on only starting and finishing and going by a way. Okay, passing from few activities from the project just to reach from start to finish. Okay, so I hope all of you have recall these four topics: concept, activity, event, path and network. Okay, so whenever you build a network diagram, because whenever you would like to answer or solve the numerical of network analysis, the first task is to prepare a network diagram, and you should not make any kind of mistake in preparing network diagram. Okay, so there are some certain rules we need to obey when we prepare the network diagram. Few of them I'll cover. Already आपको पता है, फिर से एक बताता हूँ. The rule of first rule of network diagram, आपका जो activity, events, all those should have left to right. The flow should be left to right. There should not be a thing going in the left hand direction. लेफ्ट में एरो नहीं जाना चाहिए, लेफ्ट टू राइट ही जानी चाहिए. यस, यू कैन यूज टॉप टू बॉटम एरो और गोइंग अपवर्ड एरो, चलेगा, बट उल्टा it should not be used. Generally, the network diagram forward process is shown from left to right. Okay, so आपका जो टाइम फ्रेम होगा वो भी क्या होगा, लेफ्ट टू राइट होगा. Whenever you see activity going in the opposite direction, so time के उल्टा तो नहीं जा सकता, right? So that's why avoid using arrows going in the left direction. Second thing, another rule, you cannot have two activities with the same time event and shown like this. ठीक है, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. ठीक है. Another thing, you should not show these kind of activity C and D going from the first event where D is dependent on B and it is shown like this. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. Instead of this, how should we represent the same problem here? The problem is there are one or two activities and passing parallelly. ठीक है, ये वाला part, and then two activities, okay, starting from the same event, but dependency is different. D is dependent on B. Okay, so instead of this, the correct way of representing this diagram should be, आप करो क्या करो, 1 नंबर का इवेंट चालू करो. ठीक है, यहां से A एक एक्टिविटी, B एक एक्टिविटी, बिकॉज सी फ्रॉम दिस वी नो कि देयर आर टू different activities A and B. ठीक है, and those are concurrent, both are ending at the same time. Okay, understood. So this is 2. Now don't connect B activity to 2, instead end it here. Okay, put some another number, doesn't matter. The time required for A assume करो 2 दिन और B को भी 2 दिन ही लगने वाले, so no problem. This event 2 and 3 will occur after 2 days only. ठीक है, then you need to define the C activity, right? C is successor of A and B. A and B खत्म होने के बाद ही C चालू होगा, right? ऐसा define करना है आपको. So what you will do, you will start that C activity here, right? And to define कि C can start after ending of A and B. Okay, so what we will do, we will end the B using this dummy activity. So due to this dummy activity, आपको पता चलेगा, और it is clear representation, C depends on A and B, completion of A and B. ठीक है, this dummy activity takes 0 hours or 0 day. Now we need to represent D. D activity is only depending on B activity. A का कुछ relation नहीं है. ठीक है, so we will start that D activity from event number 3. Now from this diagram we will come to know that D is depending on only B. ठीक है, अगर A से भी ऐसा कुछ एरो आता डमी का, then D is dependent on A and B. ठीक है, बट ऐसा नहीं है, D is a successor of B only. ठीक है, so you can represent this diagram in this way. Okay. नेक्स्ट काइंड ऑफ रूल इज क्रिस क्रॉस नहीं, क्रॉस मत करो एक्टिविटीज. सो अगर ऐसा कुछ केस हुआ, ट्राई टू प्रिपेयर द डायग्राम लाइक दिस. Okay, and if somehow you don't avoid if even if you try, you are coming across a situation जहाँ पे activity cross हो रहा है, so represent that activity in this way. ठीक है, ये तो आपको पता होगा. Okay, just show it like this. Don't use cross. uh, One next kind of rule is we call it as a dangling. तो यहाँ पे क्या होता है? See, in the network diagram, we should have only one start event and one end event. So if you look at this picture, here is 1 and 2. Two end points to your network diagram. It should not be this. We should have only one end point. So आप इसको avoid कैसे करते हो? Just connect one of the event with the finished line or finish event by a dummy arrow or dummy activity. ठीक है, so which represent, अब देखो in this diagram we have only one start event and one finish event. If we don't represent a dummy activity here, we don't include a dummy activity, it is this part or this event is called as a dangling event. वो लटका है, ठीक है, we need to connect it together. Another problem is, another type of error we should be avoiding is preparing a loop. Yeah, cyclic activities. This should be definitely avoided in the network diagram. ठीक है, जैसे देखो B चालू हुआ, खत्म हुआ यहाँ पे, उसके बाद C चालू होगा, उसके बाद D चालू होगा, उसके बाद फिर से B चालू हो रहा है. So this is a loop, right? We should be avoiding these kind of loops or cycles in the network diagram. Okay, so these are some rules. Again, you should be referring book, read out all the rules. बहुत सारे rules दिए उन्होंने, कैसे बनाना है आपको network diagram. Go through it. Already you might be aware about these kind of rules. So उसमें से जो important है, we have recall. Now, again, in today's session, we are going to solve two numericals. In the first numerical, this first numerical is included just to understand how to prepare a network diagram. ठीक है, to just brush up the previous concept. Okay, so and second numerical में हम critical path method का revision करेंगे. In the first numerical, here in this example we will revise how to prepare a network diagram. So read this problem statement. Draw a network for simple project of erection of steel bars for a shed. एक shed बनाना है. The various activities of the project are as follows. So description and the name for that activity is given. Like erect site workshop is called as the A activity. Fence site, fencing करना है तो B activity बोलेंगे. And it doesn't have any kind of predecessor. Okay, so ये मतलब ये A and B activities are the starting point. Then C activity is bend reinforcement. ये एक्टिविटी करने के लिए A activity erect site workshop should be finished, तभी जाके आप bend reinforcement कर सकते हो. D activity is dig formation. Before starting digging, we should be finishing up with fence site. पहले fencing complete होने के बाद ही आप dig foundation dig कर सकते हो. Then E is a fabricate steel work. E activity can be start after finishing up E activity and so on. ठीक है, I will not read all these activity. ठीक है, अब इसके लिए हमें नेटवर्क डायग्राम बनाना है. ठीक है, सो फर्स्ट थिंग व्हाट आई विल डू, दिस एक्टिविटी एंड प्रीडिसेसर एक्टिविटीज, इनको कंबाइन करके एक टेबल बना लेता हूं फॉर माय रेफरेंस. Okay, so I have prepared the table like this. So the first row represent the activity and second row is representing predecessor. ठीक है, अब इसके with the reference of this we will prepare a network diagram. Now if you look at A and B activity, both are both doesn't have any predecessor, मतलब ये आप एक साथ स्टार्ट कर सकते हो, ऐसा कुछ नहीं कि बी चालू करने के पहले ए खत्म होना चाहिए, राइट? ऐसा कुछ उन्होंने मैंडेटरी नहीं किया, which means these are concurrent activity. So this is the point of starting. यहां से आपका नेटवर्क स्टार्ट हो रहा है, ठीक है, और ए एंड बी स्टार्ट कर रहा हूं मैं, ठीक है, एक्टिविटीज स्टार्टेड। उसके बाद नेक्स्ट लुक एट द सी एक्टिविटी। ऑल्सो यू विल फाइंड कि भाई सी एक्टिविटी स्टार्ट करने से पहले ए खत्म होना चाहिए, ऑल्सो जैसे ही ए खत्म होगा ई स्टार्ट होने वाला है। सो बाय these two you will come to know that as soon as a activity ends, there are two events or two activity which are going to be started. One is C, one is E. So, or you can think in other way around. C activity start होने से पहले A खत्म होना चाहिए, E activity start होने से पहले A खत्म होना चाहिए। Okay, so हमने A को खत्म कर दिया इधर, and we started with C and E. Now look at D. B खत्म होने के बाद D स्टार्ट होगा, तो B को खत्म कर दिया हमने, यहां से D स्टार्ट हुआ। नेक्स्ट एक्टिविटी इज F. F हैज अ प्रीडिसेसर B, मींस F स्टार्ट होने से पहले B खत्म होना चाहिए। ओके, सो जैसे B खत्म हुआ हमने यहां से F स्टार्ट किया, और वी कैन से D एंड F आर स्टार्टेड एट द एंड ऑफ B, ठीक है। नेक्स्ट लुक एट G एक्टिविटी। G एक्टिविटी हैज प्रीडिसेसर C एंड D, मतलब C और D दोनों खत्म होने के बाद G चालू होगा, ठीक है। नाउ सी, देयर इज अ इशू, इफ आई ट्राई टू एंड दिस D एंड C, तो आपका नेटवर्क डायग्राम थोड़ा खराब दिख रहा है। यहां पे क्या होगा, E आगे चल के क्रॉस हो जाएगा। वी शुड बी अवॉइडिंग दिस। सो व्हाट आई विल डू, रिमेंबर नेटवर्क डायग्राम जब भी आपको बनाना है ना, पहले रफ बुक में बनाओ। अगर रियल में, सॉरी, इन फिजिकल एग्जाम ऑल्सो, आप क्या करो, नेटवर्क डायग्राम पहले बैक साइड रफ एरिया में बना के रखो, एक दो ट्राई करना पड़ेगा, एंड देन जो फाइनल डायग्राम होगा यू नीड टू राइट इट इन द मेन सॉल्यूशन, ठीक है। सो पेंसिल और इरेजर साथ में रखो नेटवर्क डायग्राम के टाइम। सो व्हाट आई विल डू, आई विल चेंज द सीक्वेंस हियर। I'll say this is the E event and this is my C event. Okay, to look for G, to start G, C and D should be ended. So C and D यहाँ पे end किया, और यहाँ से हमने start किया G activity. Now go for the next one, H. H कब start होगा, जब G and F end होगा। ओके, सो देखो G यहाँ से start हो रहा है, यहाँ पे F है, इन दोनों को somehow I'll close it like this. तो दोनों इवेंट क्लोज हो गए, अब आप H को स्टार्ट कर सकते हो, राइट। नेक्स्ट वन, I कैन बी स्टार्टेड व्हेन E इज एंडेड। ओके, तो क्या करो, ये E है, थोड़ा स्ट्रेट रखते हैं अब। This is my E event. I'll end this E event here and then start I event. Okay, start कर दिया है। नेक्स्ट J event. J, H और I खत्म होने के बाद, तो I इधर लेके आते, इधर H यहाँ पे एंड कर देते, and then we will start J event. Okay, and last event, that is K. When J ends, K will start, and K is the last event, sorry, last activity, close कर दिया। Okay, now numbering दे देंगे events को 1 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So there are 9 events in our project. So this way you finish up your network diagram. Okay. Again we will have a आप क्या करोगे, इसको इरेज करके अच्छे से बनाओगे, जैसे ये कर्व दिया है मैंने यहाँ पे. वी शुड बी अवॉइडिंग यूजिंग दिस काइंड ऑफ कर्व. ये ऐसे स्ट्रेट लाइंस होने चाहिए, हॉरिजॉन्टल लाइन. एफ को ऐसे कनेक्ट करना चाहिए हमने. ओके, सो वी विल गिव द फिनिशिंग टच लेटर ऑन. So I hope all of you have understood how to prepare a network diagram. Let's look at it again. So this is your starting point. A and B activities started. From A, two activities are beginning, C and E. Then D activity is starting from B. E activity, यहाँ से F activity. Okay. Then for G, C and D should be ended. तो हमने देखो यहाँ पे C और D को एंड किया, G स्टार्ट कर दिया. H के लिए G and F should be ended. So G and F end किया, H start हो गया. Then I के लिए E end करते, उसके बाद I start कर देते. Then J के लिए H and I end करेंगे and J start करेंगे. K के लिए J end करेंगे and that's it. So this is your network diagram. So after few solution, 2-3 न्यूमेरिकल सॉल्व करके देखो, प्रिपेयर नेटवर्क डायग्राम इजीली. You will get the idea कैसे स्टार्ट करना है, कैसे एंड करना है. Okay, so this is the solution of our first numerical. Prepare here, aim was only prepare a network diagram. Okay, another question is there, why we use dummy? So dummy activities are used whenever we need to represent a predecessor. Okay, and without coming up with the same. Okay, I'll again show you with one example. जैसे कि there is one activity like this, कि L करके activity है. And L activity is a successor of B activity and that's it. उन्होंने बाकी कुछ information नहीं दिया, just L activity आपने बना लिया यहाँ पे and बाकी का K तक तो यहाँ पे आ गया. Now your diagram, network diagram is something like this. If you look at this diagram, you will observe we have one start point of the project, but if you look at the finish point, there are two finish point. This is first finish point. Also, this is the end point 10, right? So this is another finish point. And project should not have two finish point. It should be only one. Okay. So to correct this issue, we are using dummy activity. So dummy activity क्या करेंगे, हमें क्या, ये जो 10 है, we will just add it to the finish line. So using this dummy activity, as dummy activity मतलब इसको कुछ time वगैरह नहीं है, but due to this inclusion of this dummy activity, the issue of having two finish point is resolved. So this is one use of dummy activity. ऐसे बहुत सारे use होते. Another issue, another point I will show here. Don't look at the problem statement. I'm showing you use of dummy activity. ठीक है. So आपको predecessor और successor का कुछ तो भी relation दिया है कि जैसे A, B, C, D and E ऐसे कुछ activities है. A and B are the predecessor, don't have any predecessor activity. C is starting after completion of A. D is starting after completion of A and B. ऐसा कुछ तो भी predecessor दिया है. Now what I'll do, I'll start my activity, event, then activity A, activity B. Okay, then we know that C activity will start after end of A activity. So I'll end the A activity, I'll start C. Okay, now this D activity is starting after the end of A and B. दोनों एंड होने चाहिए. ठीक है, अब देखो यहाँ पे तो A खत्म हुआ. वन ऑप्शन इज लाइक दिस, आप यहां से डी एक्टिविटी स्टार्ट कर सकते हो. आप यहां से डी एक्टिविटी स्टार्ट कर सकते हो. राइट, दिस इज फर्स्ट ऑप्शन. बट द प्रॉब्लम इज, if I draw like this, it means D activity is only depending on E. Right? So ये ऐसा तो नहीं, आपको प्रॉब्लम में क्या दिया है कि A और B दोनों खत्म होने चाहिए. Right? So in this case, another option could be I'll end this B और यहां से मैं D activity स्टार्ट कर दूंगा. Right? ये सेकंड ऑप्शन है. बट इफ यू लुक एट दिस सेकंड ऑप्शन अगेन, व्हाट इट रिप्रेजेंट, इट्स अ मिस रिप्रेजेंटेशन कि ये डी एक्टिविटी विल स्टार्ट और इट डिपेंड्स ऑन ओनली बी. It doesn't have any kind of relation on A. So these are the two issues. So to avoid this problem, what we will do, हमें क्लियरली डिफाइन करना है कि भाई D activity has, sorry, okay, D activity have predecessor A and B. Okay, so पहले क्या करता हूँ, I'll close this B. Now A and B both are ended. Now I'll start D here, but which represent D is dependent only on B, right? So what I'll do next, I'll connect a dummy activity like this. I'll prepare this dummy activity. Now due to this inclusion of arrow, what it means, the D is successor of A and B, because this arrow represent ki by this D activity is combination of these two, right? So due to this dummy activity, it clearly represent D start when A and B both are done, both are completed.
नहीं होते एक मिनट
Okay, so I hope you understood. Okay, thank you. Let's start with the next numerical. We have around 10 minutes to finish up. Okay, so quickly I'll cover this. Read the problem statement. Task A, B, C, D consist of project. The precedence relationships are present like this. Okay, थोड़ा convention अलग है उसका. A less than D, A less than A, E, B less than F वगैरह ऐसा दिया है, which means कि भाई D is a successor of A or A is a predecessor of D. A is a predecessor of E, B is a predecessor of F, D is predecessor of F. ऐसा दिया है. Okay. Next line, draw a network diagram. Okay, we will, based on this, we will prepare a network diagram which represent project. Then find the minimum time to complete. Okay, कितना टाइम लगने वाला है प्रोजेक्ट के लिए. To calculate that, the task and corresponding time is given here in days. कि भाई A activity को 8 दिन लगने वाले, B activity is going to take 10 days to complete. And last thing they have asked us to find out the critical path. Okay, which one is the critical path? So all this we will answer. There are 3 questions. Okay, first one, network diagram prepare karna. Second one, we need to find out the project completion time, and third one is the critical path. Okay, so let's start with the first point, network diagram. Network diagram के लिए it will be good to have a table including all the activities and corresponding predecessor. Okay, so this is the table. activities are A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and I. Okay, so A to I activities are involved in our project. Now look at this. A is a predecessor for D, right? Then A is a predecessor of E. I'll write it A here. Then B is predecessor of F. D is a predecessor of F. मतलब यहाँ पे B और D दोनों complete होने चाहिए. Then C is a predecessor of G. C is a predecessor of H. F is predecessor of I. G is predecessor of I. So यहाँ पे G और sorry F दोनों आने वाले. So this become your predecessor. A, B, C doesn't have any kind of predecessor. ठीक है. Then afterward I'll just copy this time here 8, 10, etc. ठीक है. So finally I'll get a table something like this. Okay, I'll use this table to prepare first network diagram. Okay, so this is my table. Now see, A, B, C doesn't have any kind of predecessor, which means आप A, B और C ऐसे start कर सकते हो. Then look at a D. D start करने के पहले आपको A खत्म करना पड़ेगा. So here D is starting. Next, E also start when A ends. Okay, so यहाँ पे मैंने E start कर दिया. Then F starts when B and D both are ending. Okay, so अभी again issue क्या हो रहा है, B ऐसे जाएगा, D ऐसे आएगा तो criss cross हो जाएगा. So we will rectify this by changing the sequence. यहाँ पे मैं D लिख देता हूँ और यहाँ पे मैं E लिख देता हूँ. Now F के लिए we will return to F. F will start when B and D both end. Next G is starting when C ends. Okay, यहाँ पे end कर दिया, यहाँ पे मैंने G start कर दिया. Okay, H again H भी कैसा है प्रॉब्लम, C खत्म होने के बाद ही. Okay, so H यहाँ पे मैं लिख देता हूँ after the end of C. Done. And last event I starting after F and G ends. Okay, so F and G ends here, then start our I. So this is our network diagram as per the given problem statement. Okay, now here you will find कि क्या problem है. ये I end नहीं किया हमने, E is not ended, H is also not ended. So we need to prepare one finish event. तो हम यहाँ पे finish event कर देते, and we will connect this E with finish event, H with finish event. That's it. So this is your network diagram. Okay, so इसको थोड़ा और optimum बना लेते. F we will shift it on this side. Okay, so ये देखो ये H का बहुत ही कर्व आ रहा है, इसको थोड़ा ऐसे बना लेते, eco straight in this way. So finally, after tuning up your diagram, the diagram will be something like this: ABC starting at the same point. Then after A ends, D and E are starting. BD end होने के बाद F start हो जाएगा. Okay. Next, after C ends, G and H start हो जाएंगे. उसके बाद I, F और G खत्म होने के बाद चालू होगा. Okay, and then we will end our project. So this is your network diagram. Okay, So what I'll do, we will stop it here because only 3 minutes are remaining. We will continue discussion on critical path method in the next lecture. Okay. So if you have any doubt, we have 3 minutes to spare. I can again elaborate on any network part or rules, anything. If not, I will send a link for today's attendance in the chat window.